post these now. So hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Amandasilversister, and this page is primarily about my gray hair journey. But today I want to answer on this live a question that I had from someone who wanted to ask me, like, what does she do if she's not feeling very good about going gray while in the workplace? So this lady shared that she was over 50 and that she is working with all these young women, and she just feels like they're going to take her job, or just she's not feeling very good about herself. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to come on this live and answer this question for her. And I'm going to do the best that I can. So when I know what she's talking about. So she's just started going gray, and she's got this demarcation line, and she's going to work every day, and she's not feeling very good. So I'm going to give you two answers. I'm going to tell you the answer that you could do within yourself, and then I'm going to tell you the answer that you could do just physically, of things and tips that you can do. So anyways, no, actually, I think I'm going to flip them. I'm going to tell you what you physically can do. So when I was first going gray, I definitely wore my hair in different ways. So if I have this really big demarcation line here, for me, even when I put my hair up, the patterns go a little bit different. So I definitely would work a little bit on your hairstyles. And I think she said she was a teacher. So I think you could also like have some fun with some scarves. And if you're working with children, children love anything fun and themed and whatever. So just play around with your hairstyles. Now, if it's really a struggle for you, another suggestion that I would have was how you're going gray. So if you don't want to be so publicly going gray, one of the techniques you can use is you continue to dye your hair at the top, and then you just stop dyeing it underneath. And so your grow out is not as obvious to everyone. And so that way you're not having to deal with it every single day until you've got enough gray that it looks purposeful. And that might help with the gray hair grow out. But your question to me seemed so much more than about going gray. So as we are getting older, and there is another generation who have different skills that come up, and sometimes we feel like we lose our value. So I think the first thing to do is remind yourself, it's okay that you feel like you're a little bit older, but what comes with age is your wisdom and your ability to think within a moment. You just can roll with everything. So I think I would not not acknowledge the fact that you are wise beyond your years, and you probably have a lot more knowledge than you're giving yourself credit for in your field of choice. So don't let that get in your head. And then really, I think it comes down to our self-talk, or negative self-talk. So if I were you, and something that I do just on a daily, I don't write things down every day, but as I am like walking to my car, or if I'm driving and I turn the music off, sometimes I just list all the things that I'm really grateful at. So I really focus on the good things about my life. And I find that helps, and it just puts me in a positive place. So if you're feeling that way at work, I think you probably have to work a little bit on your own self-confidence. And trust me when I tell you that publicly going gray is going to do just that. It really has this bizarre way of making us feel empowered, and it makes us feel very, very confident. So I think that if you just kind of lean into the discomfort and lean into the uncomfortableness of going gray and just really own it, you'll get, obviously, it's going to grow out. I actually don't remember how many months she said she was along, but it's going to grow out. You're going to be past that gray hair grow out stage. But if you're still worried about these young people that are coming up, maybe it doesn't have as much to do with your gray hair as you think. So I think maybe you just need to do a little bit of self-validating of yourself, and realize, like, as we're 50, a lot of women say that as they get older, they're feeling more invisible. And that might be true. The thing that has changed for me is I no longer care if I'm more visible to myself, if that makes any sense. I'm considering myself more. I'm kinder to myself more. I don't really need, everybody to notice me or think I'm the best. The people that are in my life, that I choose in my life, those are the people that matter for me. So I think that's probably a little bit more about what you have to consider than the gray hair, because I actually think for women, especially teachers, this particular person is a teacher, you probably get more, what's it called, more validation, or people are, you know, people give you, like, they see that you're older, so they say, oh, she's a veteran, she's knows what she's doing. I know when my kids were in school, I didn't want the young teachers. I actually wanted the ones that had been around for a long time. I have a son with special needs, so I really didn't want the young teachers. I wanted the ones who I knew could handle him, who I knew that they just knew what they were doing. The classrooms are getting so hard to teach in now, so I think that's what I would do. So anyways, guys, this is actually, I feel like I probably am not going to post this one because I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but yeah, that's just what I think. So I'll try to, I'm going to reflect on this. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, let me know. What do you think that this lady should do in order to feel more confident while she's going gray at the workplace, when she sees all these young people coming up and she's now in her 50s, and it's starting to affect and impact her. So that's actually, we can't discredit how it's making her feel. That's how she feels. Never, ever, ever apologize for how you're feeling. But what you can do about it, I think it's just about confidence. And I'll tell you, I have never been more confident as I have been as to when I started to embrace my gray hair. And it's not, I've never been an insecure person, but something about publicly going gray and doing it, kind of knowing that it's not really socially acceptable. It kind of makes you realize, maybe it's the first thing that you kind of do, then you realize that you start applying those concepts to every area of your life. So like, I'm no longer caring what people think about my gray hair right now. If they like it, if they don't like it, it doesn't bother me. So I'm now starting to apply those concepts to all areas of my life. So if you're at work and you're starting to feel, what are people going to think about me? I'm getting older and I'm not being taken seriously, and all these young pups are coming up. It's a separate situation. They're not your competition. You know what? That's actually a big thing. Let's talk about that. They're not your competition. Women are very competitive with each other, and we have been raised to be competitive with each other. And I make a point, if I think someone looks beautiful or if I love their hair, I will go and tell them. Just to let you know, actually the other day, I was getting on the bus. I went for the first time, I went on this mega bus, right? And it was to go to Toronto with my daughter, and then my daughter came back with me. When I got on the bus, there was this lady sitting there in this lime green outfit, and she looked beautiful. So I stopped and I told her, I said, just to let you know, that's a stunning outfit on you. And she just started to beam, and she said, thank you. And I think women, we're not used to do that. So if we see someone who we think so for women, it's a lot of physical stuff. So if we see someone who is prettier than us, or younger than us, or thinner than us, or better skin than us, or blah, 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 a lot of times women just internalize it and then feel bad about themselves. But in that moment, if you see another woman who is doing anything better than you, my advice would be to compliment them. And then you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're just going to shed the impact of however you first initially thought. So it's human nature to feel those things. I think it very much is human nature to feel that. But so then maybe with this lady in her workplace, instead of seeing them as competition, maybe see that maybe you could be a mentor to them, and then start complimenting what they do and build them up. And it will also amaze you how that will change how you perceive the situation that you're in. And then maybe those women who were once very threatening to you will start seeing you as a resource, and someone that they can, lean on and rely on. And I think that women just need to do that more. I'm not sure why we have this women culture of feeling so intimidated and insecure by one another, but that's what we do. So instead of that, if you feel it, feel it. You can't change the way you feel. If your initial feeling is that, but just what you do with that feeling, I would say use it to prompt yourself to go up to that woman and say something nice or encouraging to her, because then it's going to take that negative thing off of your plate and off of your mindset about how you're dealing with. So anyways, okay, so I have to, now I'm going in to town today. It's my friend's birthday today. And so I need to go get her a birthday present, and then give her a little birthday hug and tell her that I love her, because she is my oldest and dearest friend. Not my oldest friend, but she is my dearest friend. I'll tell you how we all met, actually. So it was first day of kindergarten for our our son, no, it was for our daughter. So it was our second, I have 4 children, so my second youngest daughter, and our little girls clicked immediately, and they were still best friends to this day. And then I'm fortunate enough that me and the mom also clicked, and she is one of my best friends to this day. And then our sons are the same age, so they went through school together as well. So anyways, it's her birthday, so I'm going to celebrate. So, okay, guys, I probably won't post this one because I feel like I'm babbling a little bit, but thank you for the 5 people here that tuned in. I really appreciate it. And Fatima, hi there. I think I've seen you on my other social media sites, actually. I think you might follow me on my Instagram account as well. So thank you. I really appreciate it because with YouTube, we really can't see each other. So I like Instagram a little bit because I can go over and see your page, or if you're commenting, it can be a little bit more personal. So thank you, Fatima, for your ongoing support on all of my social media sites. I appreciate it. I'm curious if you're going gray or not. I see you in a very, your page there, you have a very traditional headdress on, and I'm very curious about how other cultures accept or perceive going gray in women, if they like it, if they don't like it, if it's encouraged or not encouraged. I've actually thought about that in other cultures, in many other cultures. I have a lady friend from Russia, and in the Ukraine, sorry. And so her and I have talked, and actually she only has so much time to talk when all the bombings and stuff were going on. But she was saying it is not encouraged for women to go gray there. So she's one of the few people embracing her grays, and she gets a lot of funny looks from other women who are not down with it. So yeah, I'm curious about that. So, okay, I have to run. Thank you for everybody who's tuned in. Once again, I'm just having fun. If I'm bored through my day, I'm just going to pop on and I'm going to keep doing lives. Some of them I won't share like this one, but they're fun. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day. It has been so wet here and so rainy in Ontario. I actually heard this morning that a poor man not too far from where I live died from the rain because there was a sinkhole or something. So I have to find out a little bit of information about that. But you never think you're going out on a rainy day and that's going to be your last day. So yeah, very, very sad. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, I'll be back, okay? Okay, take care. Bye.